Did I just get zucchini on my face?
You didn't.
I could try harder next time though. I'll try harder.
If you did, I would tell you, I promise.
Like, would you?
I would.
I'm just like really deep in with the zucchini. Hi, I'm Deb Perlman, and today we are making Jim Lahey's summer squash pizza. And what's cool about it is that there's only 5 ingredients in the entire pizza, including the ingredients that you use to make the pizza dough.
Amazing.
So much flavor from it too. So this made very quick work of 2.5 pounds. Look how gorgeous it is. I did it myself. And we are going to put it in this bowl, and we are going to salt it. When I spoke to Jim Lahey, he explained that he'd made this the first time just with shredded zucchini, and it was wet and not interesting, and then he salted it to draw the moisture out. Not only does it draw the moisture out, but it also makes it really nicely seasoned because you're getting some nice salt in there. But you basically want to toss the strands together and get them really nicely coated, and it drains for about 25-30 minutes. The first time I had this pizza, I had just gone over to Sullivan Street Bakery, and while I was there, I saw these beautiful pizzas that they sell by the slice, and they don't look like your usual pizzas. They're not round, they're not wedge-shaped. They look a lot more like what you'd see in Rome, which are these big rectangular slabs that they cut pieces off of. And I grabbed a slice of this and a couple others, and they were all amazing, of course, but this one just blew my mind because it tasted like I've never gotten so much flavor out of cooking with zucchini ever. I assumed that there was all sorts of culinary voodoo that had gone on. I thought there was like garlic or anchovies or oregano or like imported chilies and oil. Like I figured there had to have been like some voodoo that went into there to give it so much flavor. And then I remembered I had this pizza cookbook, and I look it up, and it's literally just zucchini, salt, and Gruyère cheese, which I think is just so incredible. Oh, and has a little bit of breadcrumbs on top. Because he's a bread maker, he likes to find uses for all parts. And by putting a little bit of breadcrumbs on top at the end, it also helps draw out the moisture while you're baking. I get so much inspiration from this cookbook though, because I feel like most pizza cookbooks are about this obsessive need to make the very most authentic pizza with the most authentic imported ingredients. But that's not how most people cook at home. Most people cook at home. I have zucchini and I have a block of cheese. What can I make for dinner? Wouldn't it be cool if you could make this instead?
And you can.
You can. So the zucchini is salted and it's soaking, and our pizza dough is ready. It's a very quick, no-knead pizza dough, or you can use one of your own. The Jim Lahey version is a little bit looser than other pizza doughs. It's a little bit wetter, which is why it's particularly easy that we're gonna set this in a pan. It doesn't, like, the structure isn't that important.
Yeah.
I find that looser pizza doughs give you a much nicer crust, especially with the olive oil on it. You get that crackly, crisp mixed texture. A more dense dough is not gonna do that. All right, so we're just gonna oil the pans, get it all over, because I do find that it definitely is gonna stick to the pan otherwise. And it's such a simple dough. Like, you didn't knead it, it sits in the bowl and it does what it needs to do, and when you're ready for it, you grab it. And then you can start by stretching it a bit. Actually, I should oil my fingers first.
This is a genius tip for sticky doughs like this.
It just makes it a little bit easier. Like, why are we fighting so hard with our dough? And this is extremely soft, but you're actually trying to stretch it really thin, and your oiled fingers makes that a lot easier.
I can help with that one.
Yeah, get to work. Get to work. It's super thin.
Boop, thank you. I just wanted to play with dough.
I know,
mostly.
this is adult, delicious Play-Doh. Actually, my kids get really excited.
They get excited for dough?
They actually get really excited about dough. They love to play with a little piece, and my daughter will play with it for like an hour, some like little wad of dough, and then she'll be like, bake this. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I don't know. Can we eat my dough? I'm like, you know, you were doing it on the carpet? Okay.
You could do a little like switcheroo with a different, like, oh, here's your dough.
That's actually it. See, congratulations, you're ready to be a mom. You've got the whole thing down. So we're going to stretch it out to the edges. Like, that's it. That's like your whole prep. Bravo. You did a no-knead dough. So then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna wring out that zucchini and mix it with cheese, the best part. The zucchini's like all water. I really feel like wringing it out is, you really wanna go for it. It's gonna take a couple minutes, but it's worth the time. And that's what keeps you from having a soggy pizza.
Yeah.
It also is what allows you to put more zucchini on it.
I can help.
Yeah, get to work.
Okay.
I keep saying that. I have a whole supercut of me telling you to get to work like you're a lazy pregnant woman.
It's very satisfying. It's like a spa activity kind of.
Yeah, is zucchini juice the new green juice? Because it's very green.
I think it's very good for our skin.
I feel healthier just touching green juice. That's how it works, right? Salty green juice.
Osmosis.
All of that zucchini is just this, and we're gonna mix it with an avalanche of Gruyère. It doesn't have to be Gruyère, but it's definitely a very nice choice here. He really likes the salty funk of it, and he said it's a good one cheese solution. He said, yes, you can use other things, but it's good to know that the Gruyère is just going to completely do the trick, and you don't need to run around looking for other cheeses.
You see a lot where you've got kind of like a mild melty cheese like a mozzarella, and then a salty funky cheese like a parm that doesn't melt. And something like a Gruyère, it hits all those notes in one go.
I've played around with making grilled cheese with this mixture before.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Nothing excites my children like zucchini grilled cheese. Said no one ever, but I just promise it's crazy delicious. So you've used a lot of salt here to draw the moisture out, and most of it is left in the bowl, but it should be pretty well seasoned. Yeah, I add a little pepper. I don't know if that's part of his original recipe, but why not, right? So my very scientific method for dividing things in a bowl is to go like this and then just do my best. So we're gonna put half on here.
Can I just do this?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yes.
I'm like, I just washed my hands, so maybe I should add it. Get in there. So you really just want to sprinkle it all over. And this is one of the reasons you want that pizza dough to go to the edge, is that you want your toppings to too. And that also allows you to bake it as long as you need to get the nice texture, color, and flavor without just having to take it out because the edges are getting dark.
Yeah, I love when you wrote up about this on Smitten Kitchen. I loved that you actually even like piled it a little bit more on the edges to protect them from burning.
That's right, he does.
That's so smart. I never would have thought to do that.
And it also gets a little bit out of the center where things are naturally going to collect more liquid. So we can just sprinkle the crumbs on top.
Oh, thank you.
2 to 3 tablespoons. I don't think it's really an exact amount, but that also, it gives it a little bit more crisp, and it draws out the moisture just a little bit more as it bakes.
What kind of breadcrumbs do you like to use for something like this?
So at home I use panko a lot. That's the store-bought crumbs I'll use, but I also will have homemade crumbs, and it's not as fancy as it sounds. In general, when people talk about homemade crumbs, you're like, oh, aren't you gourmet? But it really is like, I went to the grocery store and I bought a dinner roll and it went stale, and then I ground it up, or you can grate it on a box grater, and pretty much anything that you start with any kind of fresh bread, even if it's not fancy bread, is going to taste better than something from a can. So you bake it for 20 to 25 minutes, which is a lot more than you would bake most pizzas for. But because we have this protection of bringing the ingredients to the edge, you can really get the right level of cooking on toppings, which also, I'm sure if you've made pizza at home with regular recipes and regular toppings, it's very hard to get that color on top because you can't bake it long enough or your oven isn't hot enough. But this really works for home kitchens.
Perfect.
Awesome, let's do it.
Yay.
Yum. You do not expect zucchini to ever look this good in your life. You could probably cut it into the pan, but I find it very upsetting. There's always a little spot that sticks, by the way, so don't stress over it. It's a lot easier to get off with oil.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I can't bear to cut inside a pan and do that to my knives, so I'll do that, be kind to yours too. Should we try it?
Yes,
You
we
wanna-
should.
are you
We
ready?
have to try it
Okay, I mean,
immediately.
for the baby, right? I'm so excited. Oh my God.
You're so right. That definitely tastes like it has about 12 more ingredients than it actually has.
It really does, and it's really it's crispy on top, but it still has a softness underneath. It's not soggy, but it's not just hard. There, so good. I feel like you're only supposed to take one bite, but it's so good. I want to take another one.
3.
Bye.
So this is the part where we tell the people all the places they can get more recipes.
Oh my goodness. I have a little website called Smitten Kitchen, and
Go to
I
Smitten
like to write
Kitchen.
about recipes like this that I find revolutionary in some way, as do you with your Genius Recipes column. I think you'll definitely find some overlap because we have the same taste in recipes.
Very kindred spirits. So go to Smitten Kitchen for more recipes like this. Go check out Jim Lahey's pizza book and go to his bakeries for more pizzas. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and there will be Genius Recipes coming to you every single week. Yeah. Sometimes double stop by, like
I love
this.
stopping by. It's super fun for me. This is way nicer than my kitchen. Oh, look guys, it's snowing. That's good audio for your June video.